Hey guys, it's Girly Gamer back again with another stream. I streamed Danganronpa yesterday, but I just thought I may as well finish what I started, and I would be playing Danganronpa on a Sunday regardless anyway. But yeah, I've had a little think, and I think I'm gonna go with schedule removal. I think I'm gonna get rid of my schedule and just upload as and when. That way then, and plus I'm getting a bit busy, so that way I can just upload when I'm ready and what game I want to play. So, and I probably won't be streaming The Sims from here on out, but I'll see what happens with that. But we're back with this. So we're gonna load. So we got to the intermission, the class trial, if you'll remember. We passed the intermission and then we got to here. So recap for anyone who forgot or missed last episode. Basically, so Peko was the first suspect, but then she got eliminated. Then we all suspected Nagito, but then he said that he didn't actually carry out his murder. So we're looking for another person as a suspect. Now, as a constant player of the Danganronpa games, I'm just gonna let you all in on a little secret that I know. Is that there's always two suspects, and then you always find the killer, I've noticed. So, see if we find out who the killer is, as I think we will.
If the knife isn't the murder weapon, there's no definitive proof that I'm the killer.
Ain't that the truth?
Shut up! We'll be the judge of that.
You say you were shoved away, but you can't actually prove it, right?
Miyake is dead.
That's right. Even if a different weapon was used, it does not mean Nagito has been cleared of suspicion.
But there's another reason why I don't think Nagito is the killer.
There's still more?
Based on what we've discussed, Byakuya was killed under the table, right?
Yep.
Is there something wrong with that? Well, even if that's true, I feel Nagito looks, clean.
That's what I'm thinking.
Nobody's ever complimented me on my appearance before. Not even my own mother.
Wow.
I'm not talking about your looks.
What is me? I mean, yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Oh, no, oops.
Crap!
Well, yeah, there's no blood on it, that's also what I'm thinking.
I see!
There's no blood on him. I thought that before, and if you're
Are you trying to say something like, why didn't Nagito have any bloodstains on him?
yeah, because that's what I'm saying. Like, if you guys remember before, wouldn't you have, injuries or something? If they had a bit of a scuffle.
Yes, that's it. Because under the table, there was a lot of blood splattered everywhere, right? There were even bloodstains on the inside of the tablecloth. If he stabbed Byakuya to death, it's strange he did not get splattered with an appropriate amount of blood.
I didn't get any blood on me? That is weird.
You just used something to block the blood, didn't you?
Like what, though?
Something that might have been used to block the blood splatter. What do you think it could have been?
Oh, is it the tablecloth that we found in the storage room, in the wash basket?
I guess we did see something I could have used. Isn't that right, Hajime?
Yeah, the tablecloth that was in the wash basket. I'm getting better at these, because remember yesterday. Where is it? Yeah. You say hamper, I say...
I can prove it with this!
So that's exactly what I thought.
You're talking about the bloodstained tablecloth we found in the storage room, right?
If there are bloodstains on it, that settles it. Nagito used the tablecloth to block the blood splatter.
But Nagito didn't kill Byakuya, we've established that.
But that was found in the storage room, right? Are you suggesting he hid it there after the murder?
Would he have had time?
You mean after the lights came back on? What would he have done if we'd seen him?
That's true. The tablecloth was pretty big. So even if you tried to hide it and take it with you...
Wearing a tablecloth, going under the table, hitting a knife in a blackout, and stabbing someone.
Well, he said that he couldn't get... Well, he tried to get the knife, but then Byakuya pushed him away, so there's no way that he could have possibly done that.
That's not just impossible for someone like me. Wouldn't it also be impossible for you guys, too?
Then, what does it mean?
Maybe the killer didn't necessarily stab Byakuya under the table.
What?
No, there's no mistake that the murder occurred under that table.
I feel like oh, there's like a rebuttal showdown going on here. Like it's gonna be like a rebuttal showdown or something.
Even the inside of the tablecloth was bloody, so there's no denying Byakuya was killed there. But that doesn't mean where Byakuya got stabbed and where the killer did the stabbing are the same, right?
That makes no sense.
I don't understand at all!
Who's who got stabbed in where the characters?
Huh?
How do you manage that?
You look like you're onto something.
Really? It sounds like a riddle.
I'm still suspicious of Totoro, to be honest. He still looks a bit freaked
I
out.
feel like I'm onto something, but it's still not clear what that is.
Under the table, but not under the table. If it's somehow possible, it's the only way that makes sense.
I'm confused, Yaki. You're gonna have to clear it up.
Moving forward, we should put aside all unnecessary preconceptions and just choose the answer. I think.
In scenes where you have to figure out important words, the improved Hangman's Gambit will... Oh my god. Yeah, you've got Hangman's Gambit from Trigger Happy Havoc, which was okay. You've got improved Hangman, and then you got the V3 Hangman's Gambit, was strange. I don't know what the improved Hangman's Gambit's gonna be like, but the goal is to select the right letters in order so it reveals a keyword related to the incident in question. Improved Hangman's Gambit is like a little puzzle game. Various letters will be flying across the screen in all directions. There are 2 rules you must remember. 1. If 2 different letters clash, you'll take damage. 2. If 2 of the same letters clash, they will fuse. You must make 2 of the same letters clash, while you try not to make 2 different letters clash. That's what's most important. In order to do that, you've been given the technique to catch and release. When you move the reticle with the letter stick and press the X button when it's on top of a letter, you can snatch the letter like a vacuum. This is what it means to catch the letter. However, you can only catch 1 letter at a time, so please be careful. When you press the X button while you have a letter caught, you can shoot it where your cursor is aiming. This is how you release the letter. With catch and release, you can change the position of the letters and hit letters into each other. Make sure you hit the same letters so you can fuse them. The fused letters will freeze and get bigger. By pressing the X button, you can blow it up and erase it from the field. This is called firing the letters. Catch and release with the X button, and after you fuse them, fire with the X button. That's a whole lot of X buttons. However, if you just erase letters, you won't be able to clear the game. Ultimately, the main goal of improved Hangman's Gambit is completing the keyword. Display the question with the square button, and figure out what keyword will answer that question. About lining up the keyword. Instead of pressing the X button to fire the letter, please press triangle. If that happens, at the same time the letter blows up, it will be sent to the keyword list. If a sent letter is correct, it will fit the keyword list. If it's not, the influence gauge will take damage. You must write the keyword in order. Based on the flying letters, please think about the complete word. Also, if you leave a fused letter alone for a while, it will just blow up on its own. In that case, it will still damage you, so please be very careful. I took so long to explain it, but do you understand now? I'm still very confused. Those people who got stabbed in the place where the killer did the stabbing aren't the same. Using those words as a clue, I should put aside my preconceptions and try to think about it. Something is coming to me. Just a little bit more. I have a feeling I can see something. I'm really confused. Like, really confused. Gotta try and... Right catch. Release. I'm just gonna guess. No, What's wrong? Okay. It's not gonna start with you. It's not gonna start with. To stop then. Hang on. No. Oh, hang on. Oh no. Stop. Oh no. I'm getting this now. I see now when people don't like Hammer's Gambit. Under I know what it is, under the table. I think. I need another tea. Come on. Oh my god, everything's smashed together. Gosh, please. I'm getting this now, makes sense. Oh my god. I'm literally. Oh! No, I know what it is. Under the floor. It's under the floor. Because remember the gaps in the floorboards. Oh, oops. Oh, no. Where's the... We're gonna clash. I'm out of health. Oh my god. Okay, voting time, blah blah blah. It's fine.
This is my hour.
Right. We're gonna try
You'll never
again.
give up.
I know what I've got to do. Right, I figured it out. It's under the floor. It's just... Right, I get that Hangman's Gambit now, it's confusing, but... I think V3's is easier. Nah, Trigger Happy Havocs is the easiest by far. Right, well, I know what it is now, it's under the floor. Because remember the gaps in the floorboards? When Gundam was trying to get that thing. This is simple. We need an E next. Hiya! There's F. We'll need an F later, right? Oops! Wrong button. Right. under the oh, oops. Oh, it doesn't hold here. Yeah, he does. Oops. Ah, we need that. This is getting easier. Got it. I got it. Because we had that gap under the floorboards, I remember, so that must have been where the killer went up and under and stabbed him. Because I wondered.
Got it! The killer must have stabbed Byakuya from under the floorboards.
Because I did wonder, why is he face down and there's a stab wound in his chest? Where the knife was over him, so how would the bloodstain not be on the top? But if he's gone from under the floorboards, there would be no stain on the top. Makes sense now.
Under the floorboards?
The floorboards in the old building are full of gaps, and there was no carpet laid out under the table. They stuck the weapon through one of the gaps. They could have stabbed Byakuya to death.
If so, that means the killer was able to get under the floorboards. Where? How?
Well, we had Sharky and Gundam trying to get under from the outside of the building, but I don't think they could get it under. I think Gundam would know them.
I don't know that yet, but I have a feeling there's someone here who does know.
Gundam. How to get in? Is it Gundam?
You're the only one!
Yeah. I'm getting good at this.
Hey, Gundam, you dropped your earring in the dining hall, right?
Are you referring to the Hellhound earring?
About that earring.
I said, are you referring to the Hellhound earring?
Calm down.
About that Hellhound earring. You dropped it beneath the floorboard, right?
However, how do I recover it? I should stop reading it because I'm skimming through because you've already seen it. I cannot fit my arm through this opening. Were I to use a tool, it would probably not reach either.
Just a bit longer and I would have reduced everything, including that old building, to ashes.
That's good.
However, it's just as the old legend said. The Hellhound earring has returned to its owner, to me!
Oh yeah.
Is it safe to say that that earring is the one hanging from your right ear?
Yeah, I didn't actually notice that. I thought it was gone, but no, it's there.
Could be. Gundam wasn't wearing an earring during the investigation. And if he had it on by the time the class trial began, then that means Gundam was able to retrieve his earring from beneath the floorboards during the investigation.
But how did he do that? That's the question.
So, Gundam knows how to get under the floorboards.
It's understandable. After all, you fools only view the world through eyes of glass. But I am different. With the power of my 4 dark devas of destruction, it is of no concern.
Oh my god.
True, this is the evil 4th eye. Before the might of the evil 4th eye, all visual chaos is rendered asunder.
What should I do? I'm embarrassed just listening to him.
Oh my god.
Oh! Man up and speak more clearly!
Fine, I shall tell you all. The answer was in the storage room.
Ah.
one of my 4 dark devas of destruction, Mirage Golden Hawk, Jumpy, has seen beyond the chaos. A secret passage of doom leading to the underground lurks beneath a large assortment of random boxes.
Right.
After securing a lighter from the supermarket, I threw caution to the wind and ventured below the floorboards. And as a result of that lonesome battle, I was able to recover the Hellhound earring with my own 2 hands!
Wow.
Tremble with fear, fools! Behold my power!
Or just calm down, that also works.
There he goes blabbing about power and crap. You're ridiculous. You're just a breeder, you know.
Oh my god.
Anyway, it sounds like you can go under the floorboards from the storage rooms.
And that has to be how the killer did it. If the space beneath the floor is empty, it's not that far to move from the storage room to the dining hall.
Yeah.
I see. If they passed through the storage room, I understand why the tablecloth was put there.
That makes sense.
The killer lurked under the floorboards during the party, and from there, stab, stab, stab!
Are you sure?
You don't like stab, stab, stab? Should it sound more fleshy? Like...
Please. Yeah, first trial. Don't say anything about the first trial if you know, because I ain't finished it. You know that I know who it is, but don't say anything.
I'm not talking about your sound effects. You were saying they snuck under the floorboards, but that means they would have had to leave the party, right?
Well, who was out at the party? Well, they didn't know where Fuyuhiko was, but they established that he wasn't there. Well, Pekko's been found guilty. Well, no, not been found guilty, sorry. Ugh. But the thing is, if you look back at the diagram, in the kitchen, Teru with a question mark. Everyone dies because Chloe gets it wrong. But the thing is, Teru is the only one we don't know the location of. I told you he was suspicious, guys. I said it last episode. He's suspicious.
So, was there anyone who was able to do that?
Well, Pekko's name's been cleared, and Fuyuhiko's name's been cleared, and you're the only one that wasn't in the actual party room. You were cooking. So.
And whoever wasn't at the party is the killer. They must be the one who was waiting under the floorboards.
Who wasn't at the party again?
I didn't participate, but I was guarding the entrance, remember? Monami over there can be my witness.
Oh yeah, I forgot Sharky was guarding outside. Hiya!
Yes! This Monami over here is your witness!
I believe there's no need to discuss this matter further, but I was unable to leave the bathroom.
I was in the kitchen for a long time, but I frequently went to the dining hall to deliver my dishes.
That's true. But the thing is, once the blackout occurred, you said he was like, oh yeah, just from the kitchen, so he came out from the kitchen in the blackout?
The only person who wasn't at the party...
Judging from the photo I took before the blackout...
If you look.
Obviously has to be him.
Poor Fuyuhiko, man.
Yay! It's decided!
Calm down, Hiyoko.
What the fuck are you saying? I'm not the killer!
You heard him in the party room. Yeah, he came out from the kitchen, because he was like, I thought the blackout was just in the kitchen, so we know that Totoro came out from the kitchen. But yeah, Fuyuhiko wasn't at the party. But the thing is, he came to Chiaki and Monami, and then walked back off. He didn't even enter the room once. He just went to Chiaki and Monami, asked what the hell she was doing, and then walked straight off. So we already confirmed Fuyuhiko was innocent to the start of the trial.
Oh, really? What happened to the tough guy who was saying stuff like, I can do it?
Mario.
Don't mess with me! I'll fucking kill you!
I mean, he could.
See? You're making threats again.
Yep, that's right. Things are starting to get exciting.
Yep. Good news, you are now allowed to use the silencer. Yes! Now we can shoot down white noise, thank God. You can use the silencer with the X button as many times as you want. When you use the silencer, you can shoot down the white noise. Also, when you shoot down the white noise, your time limit will increase a little. However, if you shoot an actual remark with your silencer instead of the white noise, the time limit will decrease, so aim carefully when you're using the silencer. Oh, but if the difficulty set to gentle, white noise won't appear at all. In that case, you'll still be able to use a silencer, but it'll be somewhat pointless. However, if you do feel like doing a little bang bang, you can still use it to your heart's content. Bang 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 bang. Yeah. If you press it, well then, good luck and have fun. At least we can finally use the silencer. I was waiting to be able to shoot down the white noise. Let's just look at the debate first before I do anything.
During the party, the killer was lurking under the floor like a cockroach.
You could have stared at panties all day without going to the storage room in the dark.
Is that true, Fuyuhiko?
Don't act like I'm the fucking killer!
But when the party started, nobody saw you, you know?
Chiaki did.
That means you have no alibi.
Yeah, we're using Chiaki's account.
The culprit is self-evident.
Right, it's Chiaki's account with the only person who doesn't have an alibi during the party is Fuyuhiko. But is he really the killer? No, because he has an
During
alibi.
the party, the
Chiaki's
killer
account's the alibi, if I'm correct. Chiaki's account is his alibi. When Fuyuhiko apparently came to the old building and walked away, that's what I'm saying.
was lurking under the floor like a cockroach.
You could have stared at panties all day without going to the storage room in the dark.
Is that true, Fuyuhiko?
Don't act like I'm the fucking killer!
But when the party started, nobody saw you, you know? That means you have no alibi.
No, that's wrong!
Hiya! Chiaki's account's his alibi. That's what I'm saying.
No, Fuyuhiko definitely has an alibi. Isn't that right, Chiaki?
Oh, you're right.
Huh? What happened, Fuyuhiko? Oh, hey. What are you doing here? All alone at a place like this? I'm standing guard so Monokuma doesn't come inside. How diligent of you. Chloe, everyone is the killer.
I saw Fuyuhiko after the party started. There's no way he could have been waiting under the floor before then.
You should have said that earlier, dumbass.
Calm down, she's just back to your life, you know?
It's still your fault. Like, why were you even lurking around the old building in the first place?
Is a man not allowed to take a walk? Jesus.
Shut up!
Maybe there really is a secret passage to go under the floorboards from outside. And he came to spy.
But Gundam and Chiaki trying to look for the Hahan earring proved that there's no way to get into the floorboards from outside. Why do I remember so much of this from, like, weeks and weeks ago?
What'd you say, motherfucker?
Oh, calm down.
Wow, he got chewed out, but he looks super happy.
He reminds me, Togo, that's exactly who that reminded me of.
Regardless, it's impossible to go under the floorboards from outside. Chiaki and I already confirmed that.
And I somehow remembered that.
Then someone definitely went under the floorboards through the storage room during the party.
Well, if you look where the kitchen is.
During the party... It was probably during the blackout. Well, if someone disappeared during the blackout, no one would have noticed.
Fair point.
But walking down that dark hallway to the storage room is like trying to make Eggs Benedict without any eggs.
You're right. I couldn't even see the office in that darkness, and that room was much closer.
There's a shortcut.
But is it really impossible? It might be better if we examine that possibility a little bit more.
It was super dark, you know? There's no way you'd be able to find your way to the storage room.
But I can't stop thinking about it. I feel like there's something I overlooked. For clarity's sake, once again.
Here's... We're getting close to the final
Chloe's the
stage.
killer. She was from the very beginning. Yes, I'm gonna get executed.
Blackened or the spotless? Which is superior? I think it's time to settle this.
Oh my god. I love the soundtrack in this game. Let's have a look at the argument first.
The hallway was really dark during the blackout. Moving to the storage room like that, it's like making a seafood bowl without fish.
Is it really not possible?
What if they used a string like the cord?
Maybe there was another pair of night vision goggles?
No.
What a pain. I'm gonna go with my gut. What if they used a light?
It definitely sounds impossible.
The killer's message for Ruby in the dark might be what that one person suggested. If so, I might be able to prove it.
The hallway was really dark during the blackout.
The fire door. I'm just gonna go back over my own truth bullets. What's the fire door? Oh, is that that? Hang on. If the fire breaks out, the fire door in the hallways of the old building can be shut to keep the fire from spreading. Don't think it's the fire door. The knife found at the crime scene was not included on the kitchen equipment list. All the dangerous equipment that could be a potential weapon was confiscated by the Yakuza. Apparently there's an iron plate for a barbecue and a portable stove for cooking hot pots.
Moving to the storage room like that. It's like making a seafood bowl without fish.
Is it really not possible?
What if they used a string like the cord?
Maybe there was another pair of night vision goggles?
No, it's not like the other.
What a pain. I'm gonna go with my gut. What if they used a light?
No. Hi guys! Chloe, you know that I bought these three recently, but what you might not know is that I bought Ultra Despair Girls for only €17. Hi Leon, after I left last night I watched your stream yesterday. Nagito's some weird heckin' dude. I know, Nagito's a bit strange. You agree with me? Then you should be clear and say so. What kind of light? I don't know. Oops. Wrong evidence, okay.
The hallway was really dark during the blackout.
It's not, can't be anything to do with party dishes, can it? It doesn't make any sense. I'm trying to go back to Terry poured his heart and soul into cooking those party dishes. However, Akane and Pekka were the only ones who ate them. That doesn't make any sense. That doesn't add. How did the killer move? What? Well, it's not the murder threat. That's the floor over. Thank God that embarrassing pose hasn't actually been used as a truth bullet. The gas stove in the kitchen is powered by electricity, that's why Terry couldn't use it during the blackout.
Room like that. It's like making a seafood bowl without fish.
Is it really not possible?
What if they used a string like the cord?
There's no string like the cord.
Maybe there was another pair of night vision goggles?
We confirmed that there wasn't.
What a pain. I'm gonna go with my gut. What if they used a light?
It definitely sounds impossible.
It's not a light.
Really dark during the
110%.
Moving to the storage room like that.
String.
It's like making a seafood bowl without fish.
Is it really not possible?
What if they used a string like the cord?
I don't actually have a cord. I know what it is, but I can't. No, you can't. I have to figure this out for myself.
Crap! The hallway was really dark during the blackout. Moving to the storage room like that. It's like making a seafood bowl without
We
fish.
should figure this out. Right.
Is it really not possible?
What if they used a string like the cord?
How would they do that though?
Maybe there was another pair of night vision goggles?
No.
What a pain. I'm gonna go with my gut. What if they used a light?
Well,
Definitely sounds
it was a
impossible.
blackout. Where would they get a light from? Oh, okay. Well, I
hallway was
actually
really
guessed
dark during
Akane
the
was
blackout.
right, but I just means
Moving to
Akane's
the
right. I'm
storage
just
room
using the
like
wrong
that.
piece of evidence.
It's
What
like
kind of
making a
light would...
seafood bowl
Right, I'm
without
gonna try the
fish.
fire door because I'm trying to think. There would be no light. It was a blackout. What kind of light would they
What if they
use?
used a string like the cord?
Hang on. What was missing from the equipment list? What was in that equipment list? An iron plate for a barbecue and a portable stove for cooking hot pots. No. So I thought Akane was right because it was my gut instinct, but well, I tried to do it in case and that was the wrong answer, so I'm gonna go with the fire door.
Maybe there was another pair of night vision goggles?
What a pain. I'm gonna go with my gut.
I thought Akane was right, so I'm just gonna guess.
What if they used a light?
Oh, missed it.
Impossible.
Yeah.
The hallway was really dark during the black. Moving to the storage room like that is like making a seafood bowl without fish.
Is it really not possible?
What if they used a string like the cord?
For reference territory, I don't even like
Another pair of
seafood.
night vision goggles?
What a pain. I'm gonna go with my gut. What if they used a light?
I can't guess. I don't know what the piece of evidence is. Unless the kitchen equipment.
The hallway was really dark during the
Otherwise, I
black.
can't think of anything else.
Moving to
Because
the
it's not.
storage
How can it
room
be
like
the
that
murder threat or the party dishes? And I tried to do a living
is like
case,
making a seafood bowl
so it must
without
be the
fish.
equipment list.
Is it
But
really not
the
possible?
truthful, it doesn't
What if they used a
make any
string like the
sense.
cord?
Maybe there was another pair of night vision goggles?
What a pain. I'm
Unless
gonna
things
go
were
with
just
my
being
gut.
painted and lying to me.
What if they used a light?
I agree with that.
Go through the truth bullets and look. I did think the kitchen equipment list, but then I looked at the actual
The
truth
killer
bullet,
had
the
a light
details of the
with
truth bullet itself, and it made no sense. How did they have a light?
Oh, I was right?
I'm just as confused as you, Akane, don't worry.
But where could they have found a light?
Especially in a blackout, no
There
less.
was one nearby for sure. See? It's written on the kitchen's equipment list.
20 forks, 20 knives, 20 spoons, 5 iron skewers, 3 frying pans, 20 wine glasses. There are also iron plates for barbecue and even a portable stove for cooking hot pots. Oh, it's the stove. Iron plates and a portable stove. I do recall seeing them on the shelf over there. This kitchen seems to be well kept. There should be no problems using it.
It's the portable stove.
Portable stove?
The portable stove isn't powered by electricity, and it's also small enough to carry around.
Alright, fair enough.
So, the killer used the portable stove to move from the hallway to the storage room during the blackout.
See, I never considered the portable stove. But there's a hole in your argument.
Go on. Huh?
A hole? What kind of hole? It would be great if you could explain it to me in
Terry, stop being Terry, it's dodgy.
I wasn't making a perverted joke or anything.
Really?
It's really not a perverted joke. I'm serious.
I'm not convinced, but okay.
Repeating yourself just makes it even more suspicious.
Exactly.
Now then, Hajime, will you battle against me? No, that's wrong.
Excuse me, that's the protagonist's job to say no, that's wrong, not yours.
Will you be able to break through my argument?
What does he mean, battle? Sounds like he's enjoying a game or something. You self-aware. Getting hurt. Damn it, there's no way I'm gonna lose against someone like him. How many rebuttal showdowns have we even had? I was terrible at these yesterday. I was
Did
terrible.
you forget what Kazuichi said earlier?
Yeah.
He said the hall was too dark to see the office. The light from the stove that you mentioned. It contradicts his testimony. Or are you intentionally doubting his testimony? I can't back down!
It's a broken old Project Diva player, I can't even see. Yes.
I don't doubt what Kazuichi said. What are you trying to say?
Exactly.
The reason Kazuichi couldn't see the office was because the hallway was dark, right? So if a light was shining in such a dark hallway, wouldn't Kazuichi have seen it? After all, he was walking near the hallway, right?
I'm trying to slash it. Right.
The reason Kazuichi couldn't see the office was because the hallway was dark. So if a light was shining in such a dark hallway, wouldn't Kazuichi have seen it? After all, he was walking near the hallway, right?
I don't actually know which truth bullet to use, that's the thing.
The reason Kazuichi couldn't see the office was because the hallway was dark, right? So if a light was shining in such a dark hallway, wouldn't Kazuichi have seen it?
Allow me to cut through those words.
What a guess.
Nagito, did you forget? Or are you just pretending you forgot?
Huh? What are you talking about?
There should have been a wall that blocked light. I'm talking about the fire door in the hallway.
Huh.
If you close it, it would form a perfect wall in the hallway. Plus, the hallway rounds a corner just beyond the fire door. So even if there was a small gap in the door, as long as they passed the corner, the light still wouldn't peek out.
I see. You actually noticed the fire door. Just as expected of the ultimate... Oh, you still don't remember your talent, do you?
That's rude.
Who cares about that right now?
Nagito, what are you plotting? For someone who insists he's not the killer, you are quite nosy.
Exactly.
You sound so scary. If you're that angry, why don't you take a deep breath?
She's the ultimate swordswoman. I'd be scared if I were you.
You sure like to piss us off. How about I shut your fucking mouth for you?
Oh, wow.
Hey, it's okay if you guys fight, but I won't allow a burly brawl that might offend people.
Yeah, please don't kill each other. I get this is Danganronpa, but please don't kill each other during the trial. Save that for the other parts of the game.
More importantly, can you hurry up and decide who's the blackened already? Time runs out when I get bored.
Fine, I get it. You're telling me to pass the torch, right?
Pass the torch?
We're going to ask the real killer, not an imposter like me, to show themselves.
You're obviously the killer, right?
We established that Nagito was innocent.
If you think I am, I really don't mind. Whatever conclusion you ultimates arrive at, I will accept it, no matter what it is.
Well, get to the right one, because otherwise you're all dead. So, you're telling me to call out the real killer, even though I really don't want to condemn that person, but there's no other way, right? The person who used the hallway's fire door as cover and used the portable stove to move in the dark, and snuck under the floorboards to stab Byakuya to death using the glowing paint as a mark. So, the only killer I can think of is... you, and only you. Well, a portable stove. The only person who was in that kitchen to use that portable stove was Teru Hanamura.
You're the only one! Teru. Could it be you?
What? What are you talking about?
Shook.
Teru's the killer? Is that true?
What are you talking about? There's no way! Of course, that's simply my assumption. So if you have an objection, please speak freely. Objection or not, why am I being treated like the killer?
Why are you panicking?
Because the portable stove used in the murder came from the kitchen. That's it? That's the only reason you're treating me like a killer? Isn't that a little drastic?
You need to calm down.
You're cruel! Cruel! Too cruel!
Then why are you panicking?
Ooh, Teru. That attitude is so not like you.
Literally, when Peko was accused, she wasn't panicking. When Nagito was accused, he just went crazy. But Teru, why are you panicking?
For the ultimate crook to get so upset.
Chef.
Call me chef.
Exactly.
If you fall to aspersions like this, who will be there to support the future of the culinary arts?
Nagito, are you trying to get us all killed?
The future of the culinary arts?
That's right. For the future of the culinary arts, you must face this and fight it fair and square.
You're right. Yeah, that's totally right.
So, what's an aspersion anyway? Is it yummy?
No.
Did you know asbestos is yummy too? You should try some later.
I'm guessing that's a drug that can kill you.
Nagito, why are you interfering?
Let's assume that the killer used a light, and that they used the fire door to mask that light,
Yeah.
and that they moved to the storage room and snuck under the floorboards. Then what?
Then they killed Nagito. No, he's perfectly alive. Then they killed Byakuya.
It's dark under the floorboards too. So how would they be able to stab Byakuya?
You know, just That's why there's multiple puncture wounds, because they didn't actually know where they were going. They were just kind of trying to throw their arm up, like stab, 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 make sure he's dead when I get back up.
You're not gonna say they shined the light on Byakuya, right? The plan would have been ruined if he noticed.
Then that's why they just guessed and stabbed him randomly.
That's right. What do you think about that? There's no way you can answer, right? You personally haven't investigated what's beneath the floorboards.
Neither of you.
If that's the case, then Gundam should know. He actually went under the floorboards.
Precisely.
No. Unfortunately, there was nothing related to the incident under the floorboards. The only thing I found was a strange liquid shining in the darkness, near where Byakuya's blood was dripping.
Oh, another mark?
What? A shining liquid in the dark?
A shining liquid? I don't think any shining liquids I know.
That sounds super important!
If there was a shining mark like that, they would have been able to move to it in the dark, right?
And in doing so, it might have been possible for them to use that mark to target the victim.
The victim was targeted by a mark? I didn't see the end of that. The victim was targeted by a mark. What was the mark? Strange mark. Nope. Yeah, Hi! Mark. What kind of mark would there have been? Do you best white blonde cheerleader girl? I'm not a white blonde cheerleader, but okay, thanks. If you were talking about me. Okay, I've got 50 seconds. The mark under the table. Okay, we're just gonna guess because I'm gonna run out of time otherwise. No, random guess. Okay, that didn't work out. What kind of mark could they have used? Wouldn't have been the blood stain because he would already have been dead by that point. Would it be the gaps? Chloe, you're the killer. No, I'm guessing random things because I can't actually think. Again, back to yesterday, do not trust me with trying to solve a murder because trust me, I'm not the person to. Would it be the night vision goggles? Would that be the mark? No. No. Oh, okay. I'll do one after I figure this out because I'm actually not sure. I'm trying to think, what could they use as a mark? Oh, I guess that ran. I clicked that by mistake. My influence score is just gonna go down like really quickly now. It's not the gaps I thought. It wouldn't be this. You can guess, but. Oh my god. Okay. Guessing at random is never the way to go in a Danganronpa, but. I'm trying to seriously think. Because it's not going to be that... Hang on. I'm very clever, I'm just not suited to... I had this problem yesterday. I'm very clever, I figured out most of this by myself, but I'm just making mistakes now that I'm actually unsure. What have I used? Yeah. Can you use a hand, please? I'm gonna end up failing. Please give me a hand. I'm not sure, and then I'll figure it out afterwards. If you tell me what it is, I can figure it out for myself. Please help me. I'm actually not sure. Oh, it's not that. It's not that. Seriously. Thomas, please help. I'm asking really nicely. What about the knife? Oh my god, of course! The glowing paint. The glowing paint, they can see from under the floorboards, they can see the glowing paint. From the, oh my god. Thank you, Kingdom.
I can prove
that makes sense now. Well done. Thank you.
The mark you're talking about is the glowing paint that was applied to the knife, right?
That makes sense now. Alright. I just ruled it out because I thought that makes no sense, but that makes a lot of sense now. Thank you.
By using the glowing paint as a target, they were able to judge where to stab even in the dark.
I see. The killer didn't target an actual person. They just struck the moment the glowing paint moved.
That would be the moment someone grabbed a hold of the knife.
So, the killer used the mark that I prepared for finding the knife as a mark for stabbing. I see. That's why Byakuya got killed when he took the knife.
But if they were able to do that, wouldn't that mean the killer knew about Nagito's plan all along?
But how would they know?
Well, Teru!
Seriously? I don't know anything. Really? I don't know anything at all.
Well, I'm trying to think if they had any exchanges during...
Then can I ask everyone a question instead?
You again? Just stop already!
No one likes you, Nagito.
Now. We should give everyone a fair opportunity to speak.
If Teru is the killer, that would mean he went to the storage room during the blackout.
He did have a shortcut, didn't he?
And just what did Ibuki hear during the blackout?
But he went to the kitchen.
Ah! Don't step on my feet!
What the hell? What's going on here? This is...
Ow!
Turn the damn lights on! I can't eat like this, you know!
You guys? Where are you? Wasn't the blackout just in the kitchen?
I have a feeling that Teru was innocent. It could be.
Doesn't that prove Teru was in the dining hall during the blackout?
That's right! That's exactly it!
But Teru was in the kitchen the moment the blackout occurred, right? So, why was he in the dining hall?
Fair point.
I thought the blackout was only in the kitchen, so I panicked and ran out of there. Of course, the hallway was dark too, but somehow I managed to move along the wall toward everyone's faces.
Well, it's not that far to move along the wall from the kitchen to the dining hall.
That sounds fishy.
If I remember correctly, you can tell when a person is lying by licking their sweat.
That's weird. That's weird.
So, if you want, you should try licking me.
Oh my god.
No way! You look greasy.
Shame.
But I heard Teru's voice in the dining hall! Ibuki swears on her honor!
That's right. Teru was in the dining hall, not the storage room. Which means he's not the killer.
No, that's not it.
Oh?
Why? Why do you want to keep falsely accusing me?
Do you want to, like, calm down?
I don't want to blame you.
You should be so proud of yourself, Hajime. You're just progressing toward the hope you believe.
Nagito, you're a bit strange.
Now, Hajime, show me more of your hope. Will that be enough to crush Teru's hope?
And I'll do my cheerleader impression at the end, because, you know. Let's discuss the case first.
Let me ask you again. Did you go to the storage room during the blackout?
There's no way I went to the storage room. I was somewhere totally different.
I definitely heard Teru's voice. It's handsome, unlike his face.
Oh, shame.
Maybe it was recording or something? Nope, definitely a live voice.
Right, as long as I have her testimony. The fact that I was in the dining hall cannot be disputed.
There's definitely a contradiction hidden within those remarks. I need to find it.
Let me ask you again. Did you go to the storage room during the blackout?
There's no way I went to the storage room. I was somewhere totally different.
I definitely heard Teru's voice.
Monsters annoying that we've got
It's
evidence.
handsome, unlike his face.
Maybe it was recording or something?
Nope, definitely a live voice.
Right, as long as I have her testimony. The fact that I was in the dining hall cannot be disputed.
Right. Let's have a look. So we got the knife. The bloodstain under the table.
Let me ask you again. Did you go to the storage room during the blackout?
There's no way I went to
I
the
have a little
storage
bit of
room.
an idea.
I was somewhere totally different.
I definitely heard Teru's voice. It's handsome, unlike his face.
Maybe it was recording or something?
Nope, definitely a live voice.
Right, as long as I have her testimony. The fact that I was in the dining hall cannot be disputed. I'll shoot through that contradiction.
What I'm thinking is,
Just because we heard Teru's voice in the dining hall doesn't mean he was literally in the dining hall.
because if the gaps under the floorboards, voice is going to come through those gaps. Like, noise is going to come through those gaps.
Huh? Why? Remember the floor in the dining hall? It was full of gaps, right? So even if you shouted from under the floor, it should have sounded just like the voices in the dining hall.
Makes sense. Exactly what I was thinking.
But...
I see. So he brazenly shouted from under the floor to make us think he was in the dining hall.
Is that true, Teru?
Hold on a second.
Can you explain this, Teru?
I told you to wait a second, ain't I?
Oh my god.
What are y'all even saying anymore? I'm telling you, I was in that damn dining hall during the blackout.
Oh my god. Teru's gone mad.
Where are you from again?
Can someone please shut Nagito up? I'll give you 20 euros. I mean, I don't have 20 euros. I probably have 20 pounds lying around somewhere, but you know. Where are you from again?
I was born in West Asafu and raised in South Aoyama.
Oh my god. I can't help but laugh. This is mad.
Hey, you guys! This guy's a major liar!
Kokichi triggered, if anyone gets that joke.
If Teru was in the dining hall during the blackout, he should have been there after the power returned, right?
Well, I believe so. There's no way he could have gone back and forth in that dark hallway.
Huh? Was Teru actually there during that time?
I sure was. I was there the whole damn time.
Voice is Teru because they need an award. This is funny as hell.
Something like this shouldn't be decided by gut instinct. People's lives are at stake.
Fair point.
Damn right. You guys should have been deciding this on the spot with your hazy memories.
His accent is getting even worse! He's definitely lying!
However, I am not sure. I believe that he was there, and I believe that he was not there.
Makes some sense, huh? Hello, sleep. Hey there, sleepyhead. No, it's morning. Morning, sleepyhead.
Oh, is there any way we can decide?
Why don't we consult his memories?
Gosh, yeah, don't be saying things like that. Don't make no sense. Can you even prove I wasn't in the dining hall?
Are you going crazy? Because I think you are.
Probably can.
Oh, damn.
Oh, you again!
Go. Whether or not Teru was in the dining hall during the blackout, in order to know for sure, I just need to throw that questioning at him. Whether he was in the dining hall or not. Go die in a hole, sleepyhead. What question? What question? What question? Please review autopsy. No. What question? To know whether he was in the dining hall. I don't have one. Well, what did you do with the AC time upward? Not thinking this through properly. I feel like it's got something to do with the bloodstain, but I'm honestly not sure. Go through them one by one. I feel like it's definitely got something to do with the blood. I'm going to try this one and then I'm going to go through them. Okay. But I'm seriously running out of health, so I'm going to need to think of it. Right, what question? Okay. Well, it's not going to be the one Kuba fell. No external injuries. Body under the table is face down, as if he's reaching something. Hang on. Oh, we've already tried some of these. It's got nothing to do with that embarrassing pose, trust me. Please be off. Whoa. Oh, he turned on the irons. Tried that. Do you question his... I was thinking, do you question his testimony, but... Girl. You... something... something... She's probably calling me stupid. Right, I'm gonna guess we'll run out of time. I know it's the girl you are something. I think he's calling me stupid. Right. I really do think it's got something to do with the AC timer, but to be honest, I could try anything at this point. No. Okay. You almost all think I'm thick, but I'm just trying to figure this out in my head. Because I'm honest, when I'm unsure, I don't think things through properly, and then I'm really not sure. Think what would Teru probably not know? Would he not know? One second. Well, I'm gonna have to be quick because I gotta go. I'm not actually joking, I actually have to go. So we'll have to do a second intermission. What if I don't know what was on that? I didn't know that. What would Teru probably know? I feel he wouldn't know what Nagito was up to. What would he not know? Probably wouldn't know that Byakuya had night vision goggles because no one asked it. Kingdom, help me, I have to go. Literally, after this, I'm gonna have to close down the stream and pick it back up some other time. Because I've been, you know. What would he not know? Well, did you check the breaker? First of all, oh, of course. Oh, we actually have to use that as... We actually have to use that as a truth bullet. I can't believe you have to use that as a truth bullet. I really did think... I really did not think that we'd have to use that as a truth bullet. Oh my god.
You should know how Mikan was positioned at the time, right?
Well, what? Don't make me remember. It's so embarrassing.
Alright, we're gonna have to leave it there, guys. Unfortunately, I have to go somewhere, do some stuff. I might pick this back up for the rest of the today, but I'm not sure. We'll see when I pick this back up. But for now, guys, I have to go. So I shall see you guys soon, whether that be today, tomorrow, or next week. I'm not sure, but see you guys next time. KaiLen 18 signing out.